Hi everyone. It's been some time since my last video. I've got a good one today. What we're looking at today is a loan optimization strategy for our sample client, John Sample. We're going to assume that John is 32 years old and he's accumulated some debt. He has a principal mortgage of $250,000 at 3% and remaining amortization of 15 years or 180 months with a minimum monthly payment of $1,726. He has an unsecured line of credit with a balance of $25,000 that was incurred to renovate his new home's basement. Along with that, he has a credit card balance of $14,000 at 19%, and he used that to buy some furniture for his basement when his line of credit was maxed out. John also has a car loan of $12,000 at 6% that he has now been paying down for 3 years, and he has 24 months remaining on that. John's total payment budget, we're going to assume, is $3,787. Let's take a look and see what John's been doing. We're going to start with each loan. First loan, purpose is his mortgage. It's $250,000 at 3%. He has a payment of $1,726. Now, what I want to note here is that what John has been doing, he has an extra $1,000 that he'd like to use to pay down his debt. And what he's doing is he's using that $1,000 to pay down his mortgage first, which is not uncommon. I see this all the time because the mortgage is the largest loan and people want to get their mortgage done. They use any additional capital or any additional cash flow that they have to pay down debt, to pay down the mortgage first. The mortgage is at 3%. That's his lowest rate, the lowest cost of borrowing. So it's not what he should be doing. Let's take a look at the rest. Loan number 2. Purpose was the line of credit. It's at 8%, $25,000. And what he's doing is paying $250 a month, which is the minimum. Okay, and I'll explain the additional $1,000 in a second. But right now you can see that he's paying that $250 a month for most of the term. Okay, he uses that additional $1,000 once the mortgage is paid off. He then transfers that $1,000, that additional cash flow from his mortgage to his line of credit to pay that off in the final year. Loan number 3, the credit card. With $14,000 at 19%, he was paying $280, which was the minimum. Okay, and it takes him, see, 9 years to pay that off, and he is then completed paying the line of credit. And the last loan was the car loan. Let's take a look at that. He had 2 years remaining on the car loan. He was paying $531 a month. He had a $12,000 balance at 6%, and you can see after 2 years that loan is completely paid off. If we go back here, we can see that the total interest paid over the term of paying off all the debt is $70,850. Now let's take a look at alternative scenario. Scenario 2, here. First loan. We are not going to take that additional $1,000 and pay down the mortgage first. What we're going to do is we're going to use that $1,000 to pay down the highest rate debt first, which is the credit card. We use that $1,000 a month. Okay, and you can see we actually pay that down after 1 year. Okay, so we've paid off the credit card after 1 year, and now we have that additional $1,000 to use. We then move on to the next highest rate debt, which was the unsecured line of credit. And you can see now that we take that $1,000 plus the $280 that he was paying on the credit card for a total of $1,280 starting in year 2. And you can see that we complete this loan in year 3. So after year 3, the line of credit is paid out as well. If we move over to the car loan, well, the car loan was paid out after year 2, so there is nothing left here. We've now paid off 3 of the 4 loans. We can now use all of the additional cash flow to accelerate the payment on the mortgage. That is $2,061. You can see we're starting that in year 4 and after we've paid everything out. And in year 8, we have completed paying off the mortgage. You can see that the balance is now 0 at the end of the term. If we now take a look at the total cost, you can see that the total interest paid in scenario 2 is $49,563. We've saved ourselves $21,287. In scenario 1, the longest term loan was the line of credit. You can see we've paid that off, the line of credit in year 10. And in scenario 2, the longest term loan is the mortgage, and you can see we have paid that off in year 8. So we've saved ourselves a couple of years and over $21,000 in interest. Thanks for watching, everyone, and please remember to subscribe to the channel, and I will try to get videos out to you as often as I possibly can. Thanks very much.